Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood updates here. Remember to subscribe for the latest videos. In the dazzling world of celebrity friendships, few bonds have captivated fans quite like the one between Taylor Swift and Blake Lively. Their closeness was once the epitome of supportive, empowering female friendships. Glamorous red carpets, shared vacations, and subtle nods in music videos defined their relationship. But now, the once glowing friendship seems to be unraveling. In the most public and painful way, what began as a sisterly bond has seemingly fractured under the weight of legal drama, hurt feelings, and perhaps even betrayal. Taylor Swift, known for her loyalty to her inner circle and fierce protectiveness over her personal life, has reportedly given a brutally blunt response to Blake Lively, following a series of desperate attempts to save their friendship. This isn't just another Hollywood falling out. It's a heartbreaking tale of trust shattered, reputations questioned, and emotional fallout echoing louder than any tabloid headline. It all began with a lawsuit that no one saw coming, one that would shake the foundations of trust between two of the industry's most beloved stars. Blake Lively, the talented actress and wife of Ryan Reynolds, became embroiled in a shocking legal battle with actor and director Justin Baldoni. She accused him of sexual harassment during the filming of It Ends With Us, a movie adaptation already surrounded by intense scrutiny and expectation. The accusation sent ripples through Hollywood. But no one could have predicted the shocking twist that would drag Taylor Swift's name into the chaos. In what now appears to be a misguided attempt at strength or intimidation, Blake referenced her famous friends, specifically Taylor and Ryan, as her dragons, evoking the powerful, dangerous imagery from Game of Thrones, where Daenerys Targaryen's dragons symbolize her fury and vengeance. The implication that Blake had heavyweight allies who would stand by her, fight with her, or perhaps scare away opposition. Justin Baldoni, claiming defamation, fired back with a $400 million countersuit that accused Blake of weaponizing her celebrity connections. And just like that, Taylor Swift, without warning, without consent, was publicly pulled into a deeply personal and legally perilous situation. The moment her name appeared in court filings, the warmth between her and Blake began to melt like ice under the spotlight. Fans were stunned. How could one of Taylor's closest friends drag her into something so volatile? Subpoenas followed, and though Taylor's subpoena was later dropped, the damage was already done. Sources close to the pop superstar say she felt blindsided and deeply hurt, not only by being named, but by the way she was allegedly used, manipulated, and exposed without her knowledge or consent. Taylor Swift is no stranger to betrayal. Her songwriting legacy is built on heartbreak, lessons learned, and the raw pain of being let down by those she trusted. But this hit different. Blake wasn't an ex or a fickle friend. She was family. She had her children's names in Taylor's music videos, had attended Taylor's birthday parties, and had been one of the few celebrities Swift publicly championed. To feel used, to be placed at the center of a legal firestorm without her permission, was not just frustrating, it was devastating. Insiders say that when Taylor first heard of the reference Blake made to her and Ryan as her dragons, she was stunned into silence. Then came the phone calls, the texts, the emails, Blake reaching out, desperately trying to explain, apologize, beg for forgiveness. But Taylor, known for her compassion, but also for her unwavering boundaries, responded with cold distance. Blake's messages reportedly ranged from tearful apologies to detailed explanations of her mental state During the legal filing, she insisted she never meant to harm Taylor, that she was simply trying to express strength, that she believed in Taylor's loyalty. But from Taylor's perspective, the trust was already broken. The friendship was now poisoned by a legal drama that she never wanted to be a part of. A source close to Taylor shared that the singer felt like a pawn in someone else's game, one she didn't agree to play. And that's when Taylor made the decision that shocked even her closest friends. She began pulling away, not publicly. There were no statements, no interviews, no cryptic Instagram posts. But privately, behind closed doors, she started to close the chapter on her friendship with Blake. She didn't respond to texts. She didn't answer calls. Emails went unread. The silence spoke louder than any public statement ever could. For someone like Taylor Swift, whose entire brand is built around storytelling and emotional honesty, her decision to go radio silent was chilling. And yet, fans began to notice. Blake was missing from Swift's latest public outings. She wasn't seen at Taylor's recent listening party for her album. She didn't appear in photos from private getaways or girls' nights with Selena Gomez and Gigi Hadid. The once constant presence was now a haunting absence. Meanwhile, Taylor began leaning on other friends, reconnecting with Dakota Johnson, who's known for being fiercely loyal and tight-lipped. She spent more time with Selena Gomez, her longtime best friend who has always stood by her side through the highs and lows. Taylor was reshaping her inner circle, not out of malice, but out of necessity. She needed peace. She needed to protect her energy. And unfortunately, Blake Lively had become a source of stress, anxiety, and hurt. What makes this story even more heartbreaking is the silence between them. No dramatic public falling out, no war of words, just a quiet, painful disappearance of what once seemed unbreakable. For fans, it's like watching a favorite song end on an unresolved note. The melody cut short, the harmony faded into an uncomfortable quiet. There's also a deeper emotional layer to this story. Blake and Taylor didn't just share laughs and glitzy events. They were part of each other's families. Taylor spent time with Blake's children. Blake supported Taylor during some of her darkest times. And now, the very person who once offered safety and warmth has become a source of pain. It's hard not to imagine the tears behind closed doors, the long walks Taylor took trying to make sense of it all, the pages of her journal filled with disappointment. Swift, who has always been eloquent in expressing her feelings, has yet to release a song about the situation. But fans are already bracing themselves, because when Taylor writes, she writes the truth. And this truth, though wrapped in friendship, is as heartbreaking as any breakup she's ever endured. And for Blake, the fallout is no less painful. She's reportedly devastated, still trying to reach Taylor, still hoping for forgiveness, but she may never get the chance. Taylor has always believed in accountability and boundaries, and sometimes, even the deepest friendships can't survive betrayal, intentional or not. Some insiders suggest that Blake underestimated the impact her actions would have, that she thought Taylor, being the compassionate friend she is, would understand, would rally around her like she always did. But Swift isn't the same person she was 5 years ago. She's wiser, she's warier, and she knows the value of peace over performance. As this story unfolds, it paints a broader picture of what it means to maintain trust in an industry built on image. In a world where every move is dissected, where friendships are often performative, Taylor and Blake's falling out reminds us of the fragility of even the strongest bonds. It's a sad reminder that even love and loyalty can be tested, and sometimes those tests leave scars that never fully heal. For fans who once adored their friendship, This chapter feels like a funeral for something beautiful, but maybe, just maybe, Taylor is teaching us something again about boundaries, about self-respect, and about knowing when to walk away from people you love for the sake of your own peace. And perhaps Blake, too, is learning that friendships require not just love, but care, discretion, and above all, trust. One misstep, even unintentional, can change everything. As of now, Taylor has yet to issue a formal statement, but her silence is thunderous. It speaks of betrayal, of disappointment, of heartbreak. And as the world watches, the question remains, can this friendship be saved? Or is it another tragic verse in the story of Taylor Swift's ever-evolving journey through love, loyalty, and the painful beauty of letting go? Only time will tell if Taylor and Blake will reconcile, or if this marks the quiet, heartbreaking end of a golden friendship that once gave fans hope in the chaotic world of celebrity relationships. Until then, fans will keep watching, wondering, and perhaps listening closely to Taylor's next album, hoping for clues, for closure, and for the catharsis that only she can deliver. Because in the end, this isn't just a story about fame or lawsuits. It's a story about friendship, vulnerability, and the consequences of trust misplaced. And for Taylor Swift, whose every lyric echoes with emotion, this may just be the hardest song yet. One not sung on stage, but written silently in the space between broken trust and self-preservation. Thank you for watching Daily Gossip. If you're heartbroken by this drama like we are, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more emotional updates from Hollywood's most powerful stars. Until next time, stay safe and stay kind.